for joining me this week for another video. So grab 2 weights. We're going to start with some body weight exercises, moving into using 2 weights, and then some floor work. So let's get started. All right, let's take a big stretch. Stand with your feet a little wider than your shoulders. Hips tucked under, nice big stretch, reach for the sky. Deep breath. Open those arms apart, pinch your shoulder blades together. Good, tummy's in nice and tight, big stretch, reaching up. Long arms to the ceiling. All the way back down. Good. One more time, big stretch. Big breath. Job. All right, now take your arms out to the side, palms facing the floor. And we're going to keep your arms nice and tight and push to the floor with your palms. Lift your arms, take a deep breath, push hard, push, 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 push all the way down. Arms are tight, touch your thighs, touch the sides of your legs. Push, good. Inhale, big stretch and push. Keep those arms tight. And reach and push. We're pushing hard, push, push, push. Feel that resistance. 2 more. 2 and 1. Good. Now raise your arms forward, palms down. Take a deep breath, and we're going to push down. We're going to touch your quads. Touch and lift. Deep breath. Exhale. Push. Long arms. Inhale. Lift, and then push. Feel that resistance as you push with your palms. Big breath and push down. Good. Warm up those shoulders. Lift and push. Lift and push. Keep your tummy in tight. Big breath. 2 more. Lift and push your arms down. 1 more. Push them down. Good. Now we're going to raise your arms straight up to the ceiling. Let me step back just a little bit. Okay, widen your stance. Feet are a little wider than your shoulders. Take a deep breath, and we're going to fold yourself forward all the way down to the ground. Try to touch the floor. Reach for the floor, and lift all the way back up. Now we're using your core. Keep your tummy in tight. Take a big breath. All the way down, stretch those hamstrings, and all the way back up. Big breath. All the way down, and lift. Keep your abs in tight as you raise your body up. Tummy's in tight, and reach for the sky. Down, and roll up, reach. All the way down. And roll up, reach. Good stretch for your legs, your back, your arms. Warming up your core. Let's do 2 more. All the way up, reach. 1 more time. To the floor. And all the way up. Good. Bring your arms down. So roll your shoulders back, open up your chest. Good, deep breath. Okay, now take those shoulders and we're going to roll them forward. Now we're going to open up your back. Open up your back. Good, squeezing your chest, open your upper back. All right, we're going to raise one arm straight out in front of you. Start to roll your wrist, wiggle your fingers. start to circle your entire arm, moving from your shoulder. And reaching that arm, reach straight out. Big breath. You're going to feel your chest squeeze as you make that circle. Now we're going to make a bigger circle. We're going to bring that arm across your chest to the ceiling and all the way down next to your hip. Good. Raise your arm forward, across your chest, all the way up to the ceiling and down to your hip. Good. Raise, across, big circle. Draw that rainbow. Lift, across, all the way down to your hip. Good. Boy, that feels nice, that shoulder. Lift across your chest, all the way down to your hip. Two more. Lift across to your hip. Last one. And all the way down to your hip. Good. Move that shoulder out a little bit. Okay, other arm. Raise your arm forward, palm down. Start to roll your wrist, wiggle your fingers. Good. And we're going to start to circle this arm from your shoulder. Start to make a circle. Feel your chest activate as you're circling. Great. Good job. Keeping your arm nice and long. Good. Okay, now we're going to bring this arm across your chest. So reach up to the ceiling, drawing that rainbow all the way down next to your hip. Good. Raise your arm forward, across your chest, all the way up to the sky and down to your hip. Lift, across, up, and down to your hip. Lift, across, all the way up, down to your hip. Good. Big circle. Lift, across, down to your hip. Good. Let's try two more. Lift, across, all the way up, down to your hip. Last one. Across, all the way up, down to your hip. Good. Roll that shoulder out a little bit. Let's give yourself a big hug. Reaching back on those shoulder blades. Big breath, opening up your upper back. Okay, now look at which arm is across the top. We're going to open your arms apart, pinch those shoulder blades together, and then cross the other arm on top. Nice big hug. Again, walking those fingertips back on your shoulder blades. Tight squeeze. You've had a great week. Be proud of yourself. Staying home, staying healthy. Release your arms, roll your arms back, give those shoulder blades a nice big pinch, opening your chest. And then we're going to touch your hands together behind your back. Okay, we're holding hands. And we're going to lean forward, lifting your arms towards the ceiling. Hold it right here. Squeeze those triceps. Good. Nice big squeeze. Release your arms and roll up. Good. Nice job. All right, so we're going to work on a little balance with our exercises. Your hands can be on your hips. You can have your arms out to the side. We're going to start by taking one leg at a time out to the side. So leg lifts, arms out to the side or on your hips. If you need to use the wall for balance, you can. Just try not to kick the wall. Okay, now we're going to transition to kicking back. Squeeze your glutes. Kick back. Kick. Kick. Good. Keep those abs in tight. Squeeze your glutes. Try to lengthen your legs so you can feel those hamstrings lift. 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 Good. Now we're going to kick to the front. Straight leg to the front. Keep your core in tight. Lift your leg. Crunching those lower abs. Big breath. Good. Okay, now we're going to go back to the side lifts. Okay, leg lift to the side. Alternate. Now to the back. Straight back. Squeeze those glutes. Now to the front. Good, back to the side. You got it. To the back. To the front. To the side. Lift those legs. To the back. To the front. Good job. Back to the side. We're going to do 1, 2, and to the back. 1, 2. Good. Front. 1, 2. Side. To the back. You got it. To the front. To the side. To the back. To the front. To the side. To the back. To the front. Good. One more set. To the side. To the back. To the front. Ooh, you got it. Nice work. Let's do the hula hoop. Stretch those hips out a little bit. Nice job. Go the other direction. Good. All right. So let's keep working on balance. We're going to do some calf raises. Okay, so make sure your feet are underneath your hips. Arms can be out to the side, on your hips. You can also hold on to the wall if you need to. We're going to roll up onto the balls of your feet and then back down. Balls of your feet and back down. You want the crown of your head to go straight up to the ceiling. Straight up. Big breath. Straight up. Good. To the ceiling. Try to hold it there a second. Pause. Make sure you get a good squeeze in your calf. Big squeeze there. Two more. 2 and 1. Nice job. All right. Roll those ankles out a little bit. Grab some water if you need water. And then we are going to hold on to the wall. We're going going to start holding onto the wall, and then if you want to let go, you can. So now we're going to do calf raises with one leg. So the other leg, we're going to bend your knee, remove your foot from the floor, and we're going to roll up onto your toes, to the balls of your foot. Good. A little squeeze there. You want your form to be right, so it's okay to hold on to the wall for support, because you want to roll straight up to the ceiling. Straight up. Good. 2 more. 2 and 1. All right, roll that ankle out. We're going to turn around and do the other leg. Okay, so remove your foot from the floor. Take a deep breath and roll up onto the balls of your feet. Nice job. Let's do 2 more. 2 and 1. Great. Nice work. All right, let's grab your weights. Get yourself some water. Grab your weights. I'm going to start with 2 weights. Okay. Make sure your feet are underneath your hips. Okay, starting with bicep curls. Now to start with, we're going to curl halfway, 90-degree angle. Okay, so your wrist is parallel with your elbow and back down. So take a deep breath, curl, and down. 90-degree angle, tummy in tight. See how my back looks flat? You don't want an arch in your back. Keep your abs tight, tuck your tailbone under. Two more. 2 and 1. Great job. Good. Okay, now we're going to do some tricep kickbacks with both arms. So again, feet are hip width apart. You're going to soften your knees, and we're going to bend forward at your waist. Keep a flat back, so you're looking forward. Your shoulders are lifted. You don't want to be rounded. Okay, we're going to pick your elbows up, elbows to the ceiling, and kick both arms back. Squeeze those triceps. Exhale, kick back. You want to try to hold it there a second, and bend your elbows. Push it back. Keep your arms lifted. Push. You got it. Nice posture. 2 more. 2 and 1. Bring your arms straight down and roll up. Nice job. Good. All right. This time we're going to use one arm at a time. You're going to lift your elbow out to the side, even with your shoulder. And we're going to take this arm and we're going to punch across your chest and bring that elbow back. So we're squeezing your chest, punch across, and pull it back. Turning at your waist and pull it back. Exhale across. Got it. Good. Keep those abs tight. Last 2. 2 and 1. And rest your arm. Good job. Okay, let's bring your other arm up. Lift your elbow, tummy in tight. We're going to punch across. Twist, turning at your waist across. Don't let your belly go. pull it in nice and tight. Good, we're on our last two now. 2 and 1. Wonderful, good job. All right, so now we're gonna go back to bicep curls. This time we're gonna start with your elbows bent. We're gonna start in that curled position. Okay, elbows are out to the side just a little bit. You don't want them hugged close to your body. Feet are hip width apart. Tuck your tailbone, tummy in tight. So we're gonna uncurl your arms halfway. We're gonna stop at 90 degrees and curl up. Take a deep breath, uncurl 90 degrees and curl up. Inhale, exhale, curl up. Inhale, exhale, curl up. Nice job. Uncurl halfway. Last 2. 2 and 1. Uncurl all the way. Nice job. Okay, we're going to set one of your weights down. Then we're going to hold onto your weight with both hands. Okay, you're going to hold your weight horizontally. Soften your knees. We're going to hinge forward at your waist just a little bit. Start with your arms resting down on your hips. Look forward, keep your shoulders back. Okay, flat back. Take a deep breath. We're going to lengthen your arms so you're reaching your arms down towards the floor, and you're going to lift your arms off your back. Lift off your hips. Exhale, lift. Lift. Try to pause. Try to hold it there just a second. Lift. Lift. So you're reaching for the floor as you're lifting. You got it. Lift. Lift. Let's try 2 more. 2 and 1. And stand tall. Nice job. Good work. And now we're going to hold your weight in front of you. You can use 2 weights if you would like to. Feet are hip width apart. Soften your knees a little bit. Elbows are loose. Loose as a goose, not tight to your waist. All right, tummy in tight. And we're going to turn off to one side and dip down to your hip. Lift your weights up, turning back to the center. Other side. Nice big twist and dip to your hip. So you're going to let your gaze follow your weights. We're going to twist and dip. Look at your weights. Lift your head up when you lift your weights. Turn back to the center. Other side. Nice big twist in your waist. Twist and then dip. You want to capture that oblique. Keep going. Good form. Good. Let your gaze follow your weights. Your eyes want to see what your weights are doing. Big breaths. Don't let your abs go. Good job. You got a few more. Keep going. Nice job. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. Good job. All right, let's set our weights down now. Grab some water. Grab yourself some water and some space. We're going to get down on the floor. Okay, so we're going to start with your feet underneath your hips, just a little space between your feet. Take a nice big breath around your shoulders back. Start to pull your abs in tight. Relax your arms. Now take a big breath. And as you exhale, start to roll your body forward, relaxing your neck, dangling your arms. We're going to roll all the way down to the floor. Reach for your toes, relax your neck. Feel that lower back stretch. Big breaths as you're hanging out here. Start to bend your knees. We're going to place your hands on the floor and you're going to come down like a frog. You're going to squat all the way down. Let's relax your neck. Let's get that neck stretch. Try to relax your shoulders. Start to lift your neck just a little bit. And we're going to take your hands and we're going to walk your hands out in front of you. And you can lower your knees to the floor. Good. So we're going to stop with your hands right underneath your shoulders. We're going to keep one knee on the floor and take your other leg, stretch it back behind you, and then roll back on the balls of your toes on that straight leg. And just hold that stretch. So we're pushing our heel down towards the floor. Let me scoot up just a little bit so you can see me. Pushing our heel down to the floor. Good. And then this knee is slightly rotated forward towards your chest. Big breath, and you want to lift yourself up tall with your arms, using your shoulders. So we're going to roll up onto your toes, that straight leg, and then we're going to roll back again and push that heel down towards the floor. Good calf stretch. All the miles you put on your body this week with your walking, it's good to stretch your calves. Okay, now we're going to switch legs. So we're going to bring that knee underneath and then take your opposite leg and start with your toes on the floor and then roll back towards the balls of your feet, pushing your heel down. Good. And we're lifting your upper body. So we're strong in our upper body, your core is tight. Let's push that heel back. Start to roll forward, roll up onto your toes, and then back again. When you do that, you can feel that stretch a little bit more. As it starts to loosen up, and then we want to roll forward, and we want to feel it tight again, tight, tight, tight. Good. Pushing it back. That's good. Let's roll back up. Let's bring that knee underneath your body, with your opposite knee. Try to lay your feet flat to the floor. We're going to roll back into a child's pose, lengthening your arms in front of you. And then take your arms and bring them down around your hips. And just release your shoulders. Take a deep breath. Let's return your arms to the front and use your arms to roll yourself up. Good. Now we're going to lay down on the floor. Lay on your back. Good. Rest your arms to the floor. Walk your feet close to your body. And we're going to start making a bridge. We're going to roll up and hold it here in a bridge. So we're squeezing our glutes. Your hips are flat across. You can use your hands to, so you know if your hips are flat across. Good. Abs are in tight. Squeezing your glutes. Just hold it here. Nice big stretch. Your spine loves this stretch. Plus, you might feel it in your quads if they're real tight. Let's start to roll down. Nice and slow, we're going to roll down. Good. Neutral spine to the floor, and then roll up. Good. Nice big squeeze. Squeeze your glutes. Now this time we're going to add a little twist in your waist. We're going to drop one hip down towards the floor, and then back to the center. Just moving your hip, switching sides, one more time each side, back to the center. Now we're going to roll down, back to that neutral spine. Good, and flat. One more time, let's roll up, squeezing your glutes. Hold it here. This time we're going to take our knees and we're going to start to squeeze them together. So we're activating your hips here. Squeeze those inner thighs and release. Squeeze and release. Keep lifting your hips. Good. Two more. Squeeze, release. Squeeze and release. Let's roll down back to that neutral spine. Good. Bring one knee to your chest and the other. Rock on your hips. And roll your ankles, wiggle your toes. So we want to keep that neutral spine. You're going to close up any gap between your back and the mat. Okay, hips are down. Take a deep breath. Reach your arms back behind your head. As you exhale, start to roll up. Now with your eyes, you're going to follow your lift. So now with my eyes, I'm looking down at my legs because that's where my hands went. Now I'm going to take my gaze with my hands all the way back, and I'm going to stop looking straight up at the ceiling. Take a deep breath. I'm going to lift my shoulders. That's going to rotate my head, and I'm looking down at my legs when I lift, and roll back down. So when I do that, that releases pressure on my neck. I'm lifting with my shoulder blades, not my neck. And rolling back down. Take a deep breath. You're starting to lift your shoulder blades, rotating your gaze down to your legs. Now I'm rotating all the way back, looking straight up to the ceiling. I do not start lifting with my head. I start lifting with my shoulder blades. And back down. shoulder blades, you want to feel your upper abs pinch, sliding down using your lower abs. And then all the way back, release. So we're going to start activating your upper abs by lifting your shoulder blades, working all the way down. Now feeling your lower abs activate. And then release. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Lift with those shoulder blades, upper abs, lower abs, and release. Deep breath. Exhale. Shoulder blades, upper abs, lower abs, and release. 2 more. Nice job. Rest. Take a deep breath. Okay, now we're going to do something called a dead bug, which is great for your lower abs. And I'm going to turn sideways here just a little bit. Okay, we're going to take both arms reaching straight up to the ceiling and then both legs into a tabletop position. Now we're going to take your opposite arm and your opposite leg and reach them apart. So your leg comes down hovering the floor and your arm is hovering the floor behind you. We're going to return to tabletop and straight up. Now the entire time you want to keep that lower back down on the mat. Okay? So hips are tipped up. Other side. We're going to lengthen your leg, lengthen your arm. Using your abdomen, pull back to tabletop. Good. Switching sides. Lengthen and return. So work really hard to keep that lower back down on the floor. You're going to feel that your abs stay contracted the entire time, which makes this exercise fantastic for everyone, especially women who have had babies. That really pulls those muscles together in your lower abdomen. Lengthen and pull it back in. Lengthen and pull back in. One more each side. And rest. Good work. Yeah, that dead bug, he's a killer. All right, let's hold on to your knees. Bring your chin to your chest, and we're going to work our way up. Just rock on your spine. Show it some love. We're going to roll back up onto your hips. Now we're going to sit on the floor. Sit with your legs out in front of you. Good. All right. Grab some water if you need water. Let's take a deep breath. Catch your breath. All right. Place one hand on the floor down by your hip. We're going to reach with your other arm over your head. Nice big stretch. Now as we're stretching overhead, you're keeping your hips down. Sit bones are into the floor. Now we're going to take the arm that's overhead and we're going to reach down and touch the outside of your shoe, and we're going to push against your shoe. So we're twisting your upper body away from your feet. Look behind you when you're twisting. Hand down on the floor. Take your other arm, reach overhead, bend at your waist. Sit bones are down into the floor. Good. Okay, let's roll down. We're going to hold on to the outside of your shoe and then start to turn your body, looking behind you. Nice big twist. Turn back to the center. Let's roll up. Okay. Now let's bring your feet together, bottoms of your feet together. Hold on to your ankles. And we're going to roll forward. Use your elbows to push your legs down, stretching your hips. Try to relax your shoulders. Relax your neck. You've loosened up a little bit. Try to lean a little deeper down into your stretch. Let's start to roll up. Let's bring your knees together. Walk your feet out away from your body just a little bit. Okay? And we're going to reach your arms out in front of you. Keep your shoulders down so your arm is straight out from your shoulder. We're going to roll down onto your tailbone. Okay. Now take one leg and we're going to lengthen it out in front of you. And we're going to push with your heels. We're going to keep that leg straight. It's hovering the floor. Let's roll up. Sit up tall and then roll back down. Keep this leg hovering the floor. Roll up, sit up tall and down. Let's try two more. Tummy's in tight. One more time. Big breath. Roll up, sit up tall. And rest. Good. Good challenge. Okay. Let's start with your arm first. All right. So take your arms out in front of you. We're going to roll down to that tailbone. Now extend your opposite leg out. So we're pressing out with your heel. Okay? Abs in nice and tight. Let's roll up. Sit up tall, shoulders down. Roll back down. Deep breath. Roll up. Two more. One more time. And rest your leg. Nice work. That was great. Okay, let's sit with your legs off to one side. And we're going to stretch one leg out in front of you. I'm sorry, out to the side. So one leg is stretched out. The other leg is folded down in front of you. Good. Put both legs off to the side. That's what I meant. All right. So now we're taking that hip, the one on top, and we're going to rotate it up so it's not resting back on the floor. Good. And just hold it here. Open up your chest. You're sitting tall. Okay, now we're going to keep our legs where they're at. But just take your upper body and we're going to twist as deep as you can. Try to place both hands on the floor behind you. Big turn in your waist. Big stretch here. Shoulders down. Try not to scrunch them up. Let's turn back to the center. We're going to switch sides with your legs. Okay, so both legs off to the other side. That top leg is stretched out straight. And then we're taking that top hip and we're rotating it up. Good. So our chest is open, your shoulders are down. Take a big breath. Just hold that stretch there. If you feel like that hip wants to roll back, bring it forward. We want it front and center. Legs are staying where they are, and we're going to twist. Try to place both hands on the floor. Take as big of a turn as you can away from your legs. shoulders down. Good. Let's turn back to the center. Nice job. Good workout today. Thanks for joining me. It was really fun. You did a great job. I hope you had a wonderful week and a great day. And if you didn't, you have the power to change it. Make it great. All right, you stay healthy. I'll see you next time.